This one, a virtual presentation by Tenisha Roos, and continues with elephant movements and patterns of previously captured elephants.
Good morning, everyone. Today I'm representing the Elephant Reintegration Trust. This presentation will provide an overview of a new paper that is currently in progress. The study investigates the movement patterns of previously captive African elephants after successful reintegration. Terms reintegration or rewilding are not novel concepts in South Africa, where over 20 previously captive African elephants have been successfully released onto various fence reserves. However, limited research has been conducted on reintegrated African elephants in South Africa. Some researchers argue that elephant reintegration could serve as a practical solution for the mitigation of elephant welfare challenges and perceive it as a valuable contribution towards wildlife conservation. Some have contradictory views and state that there are more cost-effective and replicable methods available to improve the welfare of captive elephants. Some researchers also question their ability to adapt to novel environments. High densities of elephants released onto inadequate habitats could result in habitat degradation due to elephants' foraging behaviors. As expected, there are several challenges associated with an elephant reintegration operation. These include stress experienced during the translocation operation and adaptation to a novel environment. Other aspects to consider include the potential of high cost of the operation, as well as locating an appropriate reintegration site. Fatal encounters with wild conspecifics or other predators can occur due to lack of knowledge or inadequate social skills. Human-elephant conflict may arise as a result of inappropriate reintegration strategies and could lead to damaged property, vehicles, and fatal encounters with humans. These challenges can be overcome with the correct rehabilitation approach, for example by releasing adolescent elephants with adult elephants or to ensure that they have access to other elephants. By reintegrating entire social groups, a stable social network can be maintained, which may increase their behavioral flexibility and adaptability. It has been postulated that reproductive success, prey-predator response, normal behavioral patterns, social interactions, and movement patterns are all valuable indicators of a successful reintegration. Elephant movement can provide a unique insight into elephant behavior on an ecological level. Parameters such as the home range, daily displacement, and densities of pathways can all provide valuable information on how elephants utilize a reserve. Furthermore, there are several factors affecting elephant movement patterns. Our study aims to investigate the change in movement patterns of two separate reintegrated elephant groups by comparing their movement when they were released from the SAWMA to 5 to 6 years post-release. We hypothesize that the elephants will have similar movement patterns than that observed for the wild conspecifics after they have adapted to the new reserve. We will test whether the reintegrated elephants' movement were affected by rainfall season and whether they were less active during the middle of the day. We will also investigate whether they utilize the reserves uniformly and if they spend more time close to areas they are familiar with in the beginning of the process. The study was conducted on Shambhala Private Game Reserve and Kamap Kalahari Reserve, which are both situated in South Africa. Shambhala hosts a total of 12 elephants, 10 of which were previously captive. Kamap houses a total of 16 elephants, of which 6 were previously captive elephants. The reintegration process consisted of various phases which differed for the separate elephant groups. The elephants on Shambhala were exposed to a 3-phase reintegration operation. The phases included the stables, SAWMA, and release phase, and took place over a period of about 2 months. For the Kamap elephants, the reintegration phases started at Loxodonta Game Reserve and continued at Kamap, where they were also exposed to a 3-phase operation. For the collection of the movement data, satellite-linked GPS collars were fitted onto the elephants while they were still in captivity. The GPS collars transmitted hourly fixes that were transmitted to an Excel sheet and processed using ArcGIS Pro. To investigate the effect of season on movement patterns, we will compare home range sizes between wet and dry season. Based on temporal resolution of the locational data, we will specify a moving window size of 11 hours and a margin of 7 to detect potential behavioral shifts between daytime and nighttime. To test whether the elephants utilize the reserves uniformly, we will then fit dynamic Brownian bridge movement models to seasonal paths to obtain utilization distributions. This study is a first of its kind and aims to provide a sound knowledge base. This research will enable us to make more informed decisions and recommendations for future operations. Ultimately, we want to ensure a high success rate of elephant reintegration in South Africa. We would like to thank the following organizations for their contribution towards our study.
Tenisha, thank you if you're listening.